Hi guys, Steph here. Okay, so what we got for you today? I'll tell you what we've got for you. We've got a beautiful, gorgeous pen. What we've got is a Parker Victory Mark 1. Now the Mark 1 obviously was the first Parker Victory. I think they did about 5 generations of the Parker Victory pens, but the earlier one, this one, the Mark 1, from around about the very early 1940s, I believe maybe 1941, came in these beautiful, gorgeous colours. Now this one is what they term as a lined, well, there's different terminologies for this particular colour. I term it as a lined brown candy stripe colour. Although I say it's a brown candy stripe colour, if you actually look at it very close up, there's sort of this cream colours there. There's also sort of slithers or lines of red and silver, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so it's what we term as a lined candy stripe. I believe they made 2 other colours as well. I believe a sort of a red and a green as well. As I say, this one is the Mark 1. The size of it capped is 128mm capped. Around the barrel it's a nice 12mm in diameter. If I sort of turn it around and show you the barrel imprint, I've highlighted it slightly because they're sometimes a little bit difficult to read. So it's got a nice clear barrel imprint, and it reads Parker and then Victory underneath. To the left it's got TM trademark, registered, and then to the right it's got the TM, which is the trademark. So a nice clear simple barrel imprint. You'll notice this one is without any bands. It's got the very recognisable Parker ball clip with the word Parker running down the length of the clip there. As you can see, to the very top we've got this lovely black cap stud to the very top, which complements the bottom here. You can see we've got this black blind cap, and the reason it's a blind cap because this particular pen is a button filler fountain pen. Now, as I say, this one, the Mark 1, it was one of the first pens that were actually made. Well, Parker were actually, for some of you people that don't know, Parker bought out the Valentine Pen Company, and they had some sort of association with Valentine, and then they actually moved over to Newhaven, and this was one of the first pens that was made at the Newhaven factory. And because they were involved with Valentine pens, they shared a lot of the features, a lot of the material with not just this one, but with the Valentine pens and the early streamlined do-fold pens. So they shared a lot of the material, including this particular plastic or whatever material it was made of. Now during that period, the do-folds, in that period, the do-folds and the Victories, these particular colours were not, you couldn't find them anywhere else. They were only specific to these particular pens. So because of that, this pen, the Mark 1, in this particular pattern and colour, and also the red and green, are actually now very, very sought after pens. They're actually very, very collectible. Whether they're rare or not, I don't know, but they are sought after and collectible for that particular reason, because as I say, they shared all the material, these lovely plastics. They weren't available anywhere else. So now in this day and age, very sought after, very, very collectible. Okay, now incidentally, I know some of you may actually start you'll see this pen. Obviously, like myself, I would have loved to have kept this pen, but needs must, it has to actually find a new home, and it has actually found a new home. Excuse me. A customer of mine actually saw this pen many months ago, and she reserved it subject, because it's actually been sat there for months. I've been trying to source a clip for this pen. I actually sourced one, I found one, we've restored it, cleaned everything, so it's now ready to go to the customer. Okay, so let's unscrew the cap, let's show you the pen, as I say, in different angles. As I say, an absolutely stunning pen. It's going to be, this is one of these pens that, yeah, you know, it's going to be sold, and yeah, as soon as I actually pop it in the post, I'm going to actually regret that I actually sold it, because it's in absolutely beautiful condition, and it's a stunning pen as well. Let's show you the section. It's got this black section there, very typical of Parker, slightly concave. And then if we show you the nib, you see the nib there. It's got a Parker 14 carat pen, and then the letter N down to the bottom there, which indicates, as we've just mentioned, this pen was made at the Newhaven Parker factory. Okay, there's a sideways view for you. Let's show you the feed underneath. It's got the very sort of typical feed of that particular period. You can see everything is lovely and clean, as it should be. As I say, a stunning example, and a very nice, comfortable pen to hold and to write with. Yes, I know, I'm sure you people want to see it writing, but as we said earlier, it's a button fill, which means we simply unscrew the blind cap to the bottom there, and there you go. You can see it's got this brass button to the end there. Again, you can see everything has been thoroughly cleaned, even the threads. So we've took a lot of time with this pen. Yeah, and again, I think I'm going to regret. Yeah, I'm going to regret letting it go, but hey ho, needs must. So what we need to do is simply dip the nib in the ink, press down on the button. There we go. Lots of bubbling going on, which is precisely what we want to see and precisely what we like to hear. Let's pop the ink to one side, screw back the blind cap like so, and let's see how the pen writes. As always, you're seeing the pen write for the first time, as I am, because I've literally just finished the pen. So let's see how we go. So what we have is a Parker, okay, a little bit jumpy for the time being. Maybe that's because it's the first time it's ever been filled, but we've got the Mark 1 and dating it 1941. Okay, as we said, made at the Newhaven factory. Okay, you can see now the ink's flowing nicely, so it's writing very nicely indeed. Does it have any flex? You may have noticed there's a little bit of line variation, so we may actually have a flexy nib on this. So yes, and I think the answer is yes, we do. So if I do some figure of eights with a little bit of pressure on the downward stroke. So a stunning pen. Yes, and I'll be very sorry to let this one go, but there we go, needs must. Lovely writer, little bit skippy at the beginning. It's as the ink's coming through now, it's writing absolutely beautiful and writing with a flexy nib. You can see we're getting a fine line through to quite a broad line, so very surprising. We've got a lovely flexible nib on the pen, writing beautifully, as you'd expect from a pen of this quality. So there we have it. Okay, so a Parker Victory Mark I, one of the most sought after, most desirable pens of that particular period. Nice and simply, as we said earlier, because of this beautiful material, this gorgeous pattern, these flecks or stripes or line pattern, as I say, with browns and a creamy colour. We've also got sort of flecks of red, flecks of silver and brown and gold. All in all, absolutely stunning. So there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, I say it all the time, leave a comment down below. Don't be shy. And a lot of you people are forgetting, please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. I think that sort of helps the channel, I believe. And also, if you want to see more videos, you need to subscribe. So get subscribing now. And don't forget, people, wherever you are around the world, please stay safe. But for now, I'm just going to say bye bye for now.